A tiny puppy shivering in a cardboard box on a busy city sidewalk captured the attention of Daisy, a ginger mama cat. Her next actions will surely warm your heart. During her morning stroll, Daisy, a ginger mama cat from a nearby happy home, noticed a cardboard box on the bustling sidewalk. Drawn by the sound of whimpers, she discovered a shivering, abandoned puppy, barely old enough to be on its own. Her motherly instincts kicked in. Having recently had kittens herself, Daisy crawled into the box and snuggled the pup for warmth. As the sun rose, the box became too hot. Unable to get the attention of passersby, Daisy made a life-altering decision. Gently scooping the puppy into her mouth, she began her journey home. A few blocks later, they reached Daisy's apartment, where her mewing kittens awaited. Daisy gently placed the puppy on the kitten's soft blanket. Confused but curious, the kittens paused mid-meow to investigate their new housemate. The recently orphaned pup, overjoyed at this unexpected company, joined them in playful exploration within the crate. As feeding time arrived, Daisy let out a familiar call, and her kittens instinctively nudged in for their milk. The hungry puppy, unsure of proper etiquette, remained hesitant. Daisy, in a remarkable gesture of maternal care, used her paw to gently nudge the pup toward a recently vacated spot. With a little encouragement, the puppy began to drink alongside the kittens. Just then, Jack and Emma, Daisy's loving owners who adored animals, returned home. Daisy, who had found a haven with them after being surrendered by her previous owner, hoped they'd extend the same kindness to this abandoned pup. As the couple settled in, the sound of a can opener alerted Daisy. She usually received her own meal upon their arrival, but today her focus wasn't on food. With a hopeful glance at the sleeping bundle of fur and the curious pup, Daisy awaited her human's next move, eager for their reaction to her newfound family. Uncharacteristically, no playful pause met Emma's ears as she approached the crate. Concern etched on her face. She knelt beside the container. Daisy, curled protectively in the corner, watched both her kittens and her owner with watchful eyes. Relief washed over Emma as she saw the healthy, sleeping kittens nestled in the provided blanket. Remembering the vet's advice, Emma cautiously reached towards the kittens, a smile gracing her lips as Daisy didn't object. One by one, she gently stroked their heads. Then her hand met a fifth head. Confusion replaced the smile. Daisy had only had 4 kittens, and no plush toy could have mimicked the feeling of fur. Knowing Daisy used the fire escape for her outings, a worry bloomed in Emma's chest. Had another cat snuck in? Crouching further, she activated her phone's flashlight, peering anxiously into the crate. Would she find a stray nestled beside the kittens? Emma's phone light revealed a sight far stranger than a stray cat. The puppy, roused by the light, opened its eyes. Emma cried out for Jack and Daisy, abandoning her food, rushed to stand guard over the pup. As Jack joined Emma, a collective gasp escaped them. A pair of brown eyes blinked up from the blanket. A puppy nestled against Daisy's orange fur. Emboldened, the pup crawled forward, eager to meet these new giants. Emma cautiously reached out, scooping the puppy into her arms. It nestled in contentedly while Daisy watched intently. Jack and Emma exchanged confused glances. Sure, Daisy used the window, but the fire escape was too high for a puppy. Another whimper from the pup prompted Daisy to return, nudging Emma's arm. The message was clear: reunite the family. Emma gently placed the puppy on the floor, watching in wonder as Daisy meticulously cleaned it before carrying it back into the warmth of the blanket. The mystery of the dog's arrival was solved, but another arose. Its origin. Jack, working at a local vet clinic, dialed his boss. Were there any missing puppy reports? Sadly, no, but there were plenty of abandoned pups found in boxes and even outside the shelter. It was peak season for unwanted Christmas gifts. The vet advised a checkup, and Jack readily agreed. Emma, ever responsible, reached for the carrier, intending to take the pup to the vet. However, Daisy, fiercely protective, swatted away Emma's hand. While startled, Emma knew separation was necessary. The pup's health and, by extension, the kitten's depended on a vet visit. Emma, a seasoned volunteer at the shelter, recognized Daisy's fierce protectiveness. Rescuers often face this, mothers refusing to be separated from their young. The solution? A lure. Jack had recently bought pureed chicken treats for Daisy, and Emma grabbed one. The orange tabby sniffed, intrigued. The pup mirrored her movement, then cautiously approached, lured by the treat. Emma smiled, placing it inside the carrier. The pup followed the scent, stepping inside. Daisy, ever watchful, stood up and followed her adopted child. The moment both were inside, Emma closed the door and handed the carrier to Jack. He took the unlikely pair to the vet, while Emma stayed with the kittens. The carrier was loaded into the car, and soon they were at Jack's workplace. The vet, prepped on the unusual case, still couldn't contain her shock as she opened the door. Jack called back with good news. The cat and pup had calmed down halfway through the ride. As Emma peered inside, she saw why. Just like in the box, Daisy cradled the pup close, offering warmth and comfort during their 45-minute journey. The vet, having heard stories of animal adoption, was still unprepared for the sight. Awe filled her as she gently separated the sleeping pup from the dozing mother. Daisy, exhausted from the day's ordeal, slumbered on. The vet examined the pup, revealing a concerning truth: a 6-week-old German Shepherd, much younger than ideal for separation. Further tests showed the pup was underweight and lacking crucial nutrients. Luckily, milk replacement could address these issues. Relief washed over Jack, who'd grown fond of the pup himself during their playful post-nap session. He politely refused shelter suggestions. Daisy wasn't the only one attached. But a question lingered. Where did a tiny shepherd pup come from, so far from its own kind? The answer, as they would soon discover, held a story of its own. The vet, relieved at the pup's good health, confided in Jack that the shelter was overflowing. Additionally, socialization was crucial for an early separated puppy, and that wouldn't be readily available at the shelter. Jack, smitten with the pup himself, readily agreed. While the vet fetched supplies, Jack christened the tiny shepherd Duke for his brown shaggy fur. As Daisy stirred, a worried meow escaped her lips, noticing Duke's absence. Jack, understanding her concern, opened the carrier and returned the pup. Daisy instantly curled around Duke, showering him with the same meticulous grooming she gave her kittens. Jack, touched by the scene, thanked the vet and headed home. Upon release, Daisy whisked Duke back to the crate, where he was greeted with playful nips from his new siblings. Jack filled Emma in on the vet's diagnosis. Under their loving care and Daisy's unwavering affection, Duke thrived. A few months later, Duke, now a lively 1-year-old, was the epitome of health and happiness. His rough beginning had faded into a distant memory, replaced by the love and warmth of his forever home. Daisy, the unexpected mother, had surpassed all expectations, showing that a mother's love knows no boundaries. This touching story highlights the power of compassion and the extraordinary bonds that can form in the most unexpected ways. I'm really keen to know your thoughts, so please don't hesitate to share your insights in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and found it engaging, I invite you to subscribe to our channel for more similar content. Feel free to share this video with your friends and family to spread the enjoyment. Take good care of yourselves, and I'm excited to connect with you in our future videos.